Welcome to the Hustle Baby Podcast, where I give entrepreneurs 15 minutes to show, grow, and let the world know about their small business. Today I'm hustling with local up-and-coming entrepreneurs Alexina McQuilkin and George Cobi, the mind and hands behind Local Treasure, a fun and rewarding way to change the way people shop. By turning shopping small into a real-world adventure, they're putting local businesses back on the map. Time to uncover the story behind the hustle. All right, hey everybody. Today I am hustling with George Cobi and Alexina McQuilkin. Is that right?
McQuilkin. Close enough.
God, one day I'm going to get the names right. But I'm featuring you guys because you're from Wayland, you're from Medfield, you live in town, and you guys are starting up a really cool app called Local Treasure.
Correct. And
the whole concept is that it's designed to help local businesses get more exposure and also treat the user to giveaways and coupons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why don't you give us a little background on who you guys are and sort of how you came to be here?
Yeah, of course. So I actually came up with the idea of Local Treasure during high school, which was like the peak of COVID, like middle of my sophomore year. And I noticed a lot of small businesses in my community were closing down, including my all-time favorite restaurant. Oh. And I'd been stuck inside playing video games with my siblings. Yeah. Normally, I was a 3-sport athlete in high school, so like my extracurriculars are packed, but I had all this free time, and I kind of just put like the games that we were playing and all the businesses closing together and kind of just came up with the idea of Local Treasure. Very cool. Yeah. During high school, it was definitely more of like a project, but when I started college, we're sophomores at Babson right now.
That's great.
I kind of realized I could really turn this into a business, and it kind of became more than just an idea and project.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're at no better place than Babson to, help you through this process. And George, how did you get involved in this, and what's your role?
Yeah, of course. So I met Alex at the beginning of our first semester of our sophomore year. So this past August. And we kind of hit it off well, and we've kind of, remained close all throughout the year at Babson.
Yeah.
And I saw what she was doing with Local Treasure, and it's like a really good opportunity. And I was like, Alex, how can I get involved? Please let me get involved. This is a great opportunity. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, I could use some help. And so I joined on as I've been leading strategic efforts and also sort of the financial stuff. And honestly, it's been great ever since. I joined in April officially. It's been 2 months, but we've made so much progress in that time.
All right. Yeah. Hey, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, 100%.
So how has the business been so far? How have you been in terms of getting it developed and all that stuff?
Yeah, so originally I ended up building the product myself back in high school. Wow. I kind of taught myself how to code. Again, lots of free time during COVID. But then by the end of my high school career, we met our current CTO and developer. Yeah. I met him through a pitch competition that I had won, and I've been working with him since.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Was that a Babson thing?
No, this was outside of Babson.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And when I started working with him, we kind of started from scratch. Yeah. He coded the whole thing, not me. Probably for the better, honestly, but
but you learned the process, and that basically got you to that guy who's helping you out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Everything happens for a reason. Big believer in that. And so we've kind of just been beta testing. I beta tested with a couple of businesses a year ago and a family friend business last fall. And we got a lot of helpful feedback, made a lot of good changes, pivoted a little bit, and now we're getting ready to have it on the App Store for a bigger beta launch.
Yeah. Well, I saw your video. Part of how this all transpired and went down is I saw the video, and I know your father locally from real estate, and so I wanted to give you guys an opportunity, and so far so good. I think that the app looks incredible. Well, actually, why don't you tell us a little bit how it works, just so people have an understanding.
Yeah. So pretty much the way it works is that businesses will show up on a virtual map, and then these businesses will offer mystery treasure chests, anything from a coupon, discount, free item giveaway, pretty much whatever the business wants to offer. Yeah. We are targeting specifically local businesses, so we're starting with a couple of businesses here in Medfield, some in Westwood, and some in Wayland, where Alex is from. And like I said, they can offer whatever they want, and then shoppers will then go to the business and and once they're actually at the business in person.
That's important.
Yeah.
We didn't touch on that when we were talking previously, but I think that's a really important key. When you're at the physical location, that's when the reward is available.
Yeah. That's when you're actually able to see it. So it encourages that curiosity to go visit that local business, see what they're offering, and then redeem your prize.
So you could literally walk around town collecting prizes.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Which I think is so cool. Anyway, I'm sure it has not been, easy to learn and figure out and that kind of thing. Besides just the development aspect, what have been some of the biggest challenges that you guys have faced?
Honestly, just kind of teaching ourselves how to run and start a business and take an idea and bringing it alive. When I first started this, I don't know why. I thought it'd be a lot easier than what it's turned out to be. But really just teaching yourself how to learn things, really learning how to be resourceful, I think is a huge thing. And while it was definitely the most challenging thing at first, it has definitely become the most rewarding thing.
That's great. That's awesome. Same for you?
Yeah, honestly, I think on my end, a lot of the challenges obviously I've been here for a much shorter time than Alex, so she's honestly experienced more of the challenges. But right now, honestly, a recent challenge is just getting it out there and getting people on. Yeah. It turns out it's actually a lot harder to get an app on the App Store, even though the app is done. We were ready a couple of weeks ago, and the Apple was like, actually, just change this one thing, and you guys are good. So our developer has been really hard at work making sure we are App Store compliant to hopefully be on the App Store within the next 2 weeks.
Well, that's good. Now, people are going to see this, basically today. Yeah. So I know that we were talking about your launch, and that's probably in another couple of weeks, hopefully.
Honestly, like 2 weeks max.
2 weeks.
Probably should be good.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to be one of your first users.
Yeah, thank you.
I was like, when I saw the app and you using it on your video, I was like, this is really cool. It's actually brilliant. And what I like about it, beyond the fact that it's just fun, is that you're giving the little guy an opportunity, for them to compete. So your local pizza shop can compete with, like Chipotle or McDonald's or something like that. But you also said that this is not just geared around food. This is like any local business.
Correct.
Why don't you give us sort of an overview of the types of businesses that you're working with?
Yeah. So honestly, any business, and as long as you're local, we'll take you on the app. Offer your prizes and discounts to local shoppers. So here in Medfield, so far we have a couple signed up. Just highlight some of the earlier ones. We had Luann at the Innovar Beauty House, beauty salon.
She makes me look good.
Oh yeah, that's good for her. Yeah. And so she's offering some great prizes.
Awesome.
I can't wait for people to check them out. I've told them to some of my friends, and they're like, how can I download this app right now?
Yeah.
We also have Medfield House of Pizza. Many of you guys saw that video.
Yeah, that's great.
We have a couple in Westwood. One is actually Medfield local. Shout out to Doug at Pollard's Test Kitchen.
That's great.
He'll be on the app offering some prizes.
Yeah.
And then Alex is from Wayland, so we'll have a couple in Wayland.
That's great. I don't know if you know this, but maybe you did, but I did an interview with Pollard's Test Kitchen a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
If you haven't had their roast beef sandwich, let me tell you, it is absolutely next level. Highly recommended. Anyway, check it out.
Maybe I will.
All right, so that's great. Where do you guys sort of see this going once the launch happens, and sort of, how do you want to take it to the next level?
Yeah. So obviously we'll have the launch, and we actually are working on this. Won't be ready when the app is released, but we are actually working on a loyalty rewards program feature for businesses.
That's
so
great.
You have your Starbucks app, you have your Chipotle app.
Yep.
We collect points and redeem those points for deals. We want local businesses to sort of cash in and offer those sort of same rewards, those same features to businesses. But no one wants to download a bunch of apps or sign up, make a bunch of accounts just to shop at one store. So we're actually on our app, it'll all be centralized locally, so you'll be able to access all these loyalty points to your favorite local businesses in one app, along with the treasure chests.
I think that's really cool. And, instead, like you say, instead of having to download an app for each place, like you are sort of the one-stop shop for like all the local businesses.
Exactly.
And I really think that the sky is the limit for you guys.
Thank you.
I'm super excited, and I want to do everything I can to support you. And, obviously getting the word out is part of that. But what are some of the things that you guys sort of need to kind of take it to that next level and kind of get over the finish line?
Yeah, for sure. Right now we have a wait list going around just to kind of keep shoppers like organized and
Yep.
kind of garner interest. So we have that going around. We're also trying to boost our social media.
Sure.
We're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. It's all Local Treasure app or some variation of that. Right now, we also started our fundraising journey.
Awesome.
So we're definitely looking into funding.
Great. Well, hopefully somebody watching would love to support. I'm telling you, I think the idea is it's really fresh. I think it's a great idea, and I would love to see people help support you. So
thank you.
Hopefully we've got some big money out there. Big money donors. But I mean, who wouldn't want to help? Two young up and comers that are local that I think are doing something that's going to kind of change the way we shop.
Yeah,
which
thank
is
you.
very cool.
That's what we're trying to do.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You put it best. Changing the way we shop.
That's right. So far, we talked about your challenges. What have been some of your greatest accomplishments so far?
Yeah, I'd probably say a couple come to mind. First would probably be actually like building the app and like being able to like see it on my phone. Like I remember building my first prototype and downloading it on my phone was one of the most rewarding things because it was like a year ago I had no idea I'd be building an app, but look at where I'm at right now, and even just building a new one with my developer Brandon, super rewarding. Also, during my first year of college, I had the opportunity to pitch Local Treasure to Damon John from Shark Tank.
That is awesome.
Yeah. It wasn't actually on the Shark Tank show, but it was an outside event. But I remember being really scared at first. I was actually not even supposed to be the one pitching, but someone dropped out last minute. So then they asked me to come in 2 weeks before the event. So I was definitely really proud of myself for that. Yeah. I was definitely very nervous, and I really had to lock in on my pitch for like 2 weeks and really perfect it. But it kind of just showed that if you put like a lot of effort and time into something,
absolutely,
that everything will work out in the end, and it did.
I think the other thing that's really cool about owning and running your own business, and very much like what you just said, you don't know when opportunity is going to present itself, and so you need to be ready. You need to be able to adapt, and it sounds like you did a great job. That's incredible.
That's honestly been all of like entrepreneurship, just like taking opportunities. Things rarely go as planned, so really being able to think on your feet and just go with it.
One other thing that I'm inspired by you guys is that, entrepreneurs come in all shapes, sizes, and ages. So, obviously you guys are young. Where did you sort of develop this entrepreneurial spirit?
Yeah.
Were you doing like car washes, lemonade stands and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've always been like a creative person my whole life. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to like make movies or TV shows, and I knew I just always wanted to create something. And my uncle, he's actually an entrepreneur as well, and he started his business. I think I was around 13. I remember at the family vacation, he was just like grinding on his laptop the whole time. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Really?
He's like, "I'm building a business," and I'm like, "Wait, this is interesting." Like,
That's cool. Yeah.
Really interested. So I've just always kind of looked up to him, and eventually when COVID came around, it actually
gave you more time to
gave me
do
more
it.
time. Yeah, and it was just kind of the perfect opportunity.
That's so cool. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, honestly, it probably starts with my parents.
Yeah.
My dad's an entrepreneur. He's in the real estate thing as well. So just seeing him just, hustling, sort of, I think that went down on me. Yeah. Like Alex said, just always being a creative person. She talked about wanting to make movies in high school with my friends. I actually did make a movie.
No kidding.
Yeah. So I think that inspired a lot. I think I realized it was more of a hobby, but I love sort of the hustle that came with that. And also shout out to Miss Schaefer at Medfield High School.
Oh, nice.
The business teacher. She honestly gave me the blueprint to where I am at now.
That's awesome.
With all the entrepreneurship and business, with the DECA stuff there. Yeah. So I think what comes down to both of us is just we love hustling. Yep. We're really gritty with how we work, and we just have big aspirations, and we're doing whatever we can to make them happen.
Well, and it's the hustling is why you're here.
Oh, yeah, the hustling. Yes.
I don't know if you knew this, but, I wanted to be on TV, too. And look at me now.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, listen, fascinating to talk to you guys. Oh, one last thing I wanted to ask you. Any inspiration that you can provide to other kids that are, thinking about something, they have a big idea, like give people some inspiration on like how do you get to where you are?
Yeah, I would say just do it. Just go for it. I mean, I did not know how to run a business or build an app during high school, but honestly, just learning to be resourceful and knowing that I can do it. So just don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I know for me, it was very scary to actually like talk about Local Treasure, talk about what I'm doing, and even just kind of share it with the world.
Yeah.
But just don't be afraid. Just go for it. I mean, as corny as it is, like you only live once, so it's like, what is there to lose?
Yeah, well, and it's something that you're passionate about, and it's always easy to talk about stuff that you're passionate about and all that too. So, anyway, any advice from you?
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite sayings is that people care about what other people are passionate about. Mm-hmm. So just because you have the passion, just do it. Like Alex said, just make it. There's so many resources out there, especially with entrepreneurship. It has become easier than ever to now start a business.
Yeah.
Building an app, that doesn't mean you have to, like Alex and I, we're not, software engineers. We don't really take any computer science classes or anything like that at Babson. Yes, we do have a developer, but like Alex said, she started from the beginning, teaching herself the stuff. There's so many resources out there. So just take advantage and also build your network. You never know who out there can help you. Like I said, with the networking, this is how we get here, having great conversations like this with Evan. So you never know who you can talk to, and you never know what opportunities can come. But if you have that idea, just go out there and do it. Nothing's stopping you.
It only takes one idea, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So, awesome. Well, listen, thank you again. I really appreciate you guys coming on, and I'm very happy that I can help you get the word out, and I wish you nothing but success. So onward and upward, my friends. Here we're going to the next level. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.